Welcome to today's video. I wanted to consider, what if today was my last video ever? What if it was the only one? What if we lived in a world where every citizen was offered one video that you share to the whole world? Just one that you can publish. And what would I say? What would be the message that signifies all of the rest of my videos? What is the one thing that animates me the most? And to be very honest, it would be to say this one thing. God loves you. You are loved by the divine. And we're not attaching to any religion or any conception, but who you consider as God, how you understand divinity and the sacred, however it is, it loves you. You are so loved. The divine loves you. You are entirely seen and understood and witnessed, and you are loved. You are so adored. You are a child of the Creator. You are their everything. And in a lot of religions, we've been taught to fear God. We've been taught to think it's a judgmental being up in the sky, and that we must abide by its rules, its laws, and we must act according to the way it has apparently given to a few prophets out there. And that if we don't do that, if we don't act as such, we're not lovable, but we're also going to be punished. I don't believe that. And so if I had one video, I would say you are loved. You are witnessed. You are embraced and understood. Always. No matter what you do. So if all those visions of a God in the sky have made you judge yourself, because it has made all of us judge each other. Judgment is a huge concept. It's a huge form of expression and of control and domination on top of each other. You are loved. So do not judge yourself. You are so loved. If that could help, I would love to give a silent healing. So we're going to take a few deep breaths together. And I'm going to channel Reiki with my hands. Light language with my hands. But also with my eyes. I feel it pouring out. So we're going to put our hands on our sacral chakra, which is underneath the belly button. All right? It's actually a little bit lower if you can do that. And together we are closing our eyes and we're going to cleanse the space and open up to our own divine self. Opening up to recognizing your highest self and that love that you receive from them. And then we keep on going higher and higher and feeling that love as an experience. It's good to say those words, you are loved. It's better to feel it. Alright. Tenye kirse kiene kie sente kie resente kie sente kia tante akoya tia tunye sente kia koya mieta santia sentie. They're saying that I also have to start feeling that love. All right. Tingreya, 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 ting te sietia koite. All right. Just calming down all of the different dissonances of the ego and the shadows that are saying, no, we don't accept this light language right now. We do. It's safe to open to it. If you don't want to, you can just press pause, all right? Just press pause. But if you want to keep going, hi. Tenye, takyan negre kie, a huge cleanse. Te kriye, around the sacral specifically. Quiere. Okay, so we're talking about channeling and the creating from that channeling. Kie, sanda. All right, that's beautiful. Thank you so much for trusting and opening. Our little cat is around, just helping with the session, I guess. Oh, nya. There's a lot of fear coming up. We don't have to fight. We don't have to create our defenses and put our shields up. Clear. Come on. And going to the other side. Free will. We don't want to be told what to do. We don't want to channel and feel like we have more of those laws and obligations and rules by which to abide to. But when we channel, the only thing we hear is love, integrity, our own real self. There's no laws, there's no obligation. You always have free will. You are the one who decides. You are the one who decided and the one who will decide. Ooh. You've got this. Ko mie to kie kon tie son tie ko tie son te ka tie 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 konye. Big breath in and big breath out. If you have water, it's time to drink. there's a huge shield on the throat. There's a wall, a fortress that is not helping you to move forward towards the destination that you want. And when I say you, I talk about the whole collective. It's not just one person. And I'm included in that collective. So I don't really know if or what is appropriate right now. I'm gonna be a bit silent and tap into the whole shield a little bit more. The message is just to be aware that it's here is enough. And some people will do things, some people will not, some people will forget about it, and that's all good. Maybe it's a little bit of healing that can be done next year. Or in the next, we don't touch it right now. All right. I'm being called back to the liver, and let's try something. I don't know what will be made of it, but let's try something. The liver is an area of study for me because for a little bit over than a year I've had a lot of pain there, and I actually had to accept that I wasn't this battery of energy, and to really rest and to stop those videos where I was giving healing to a lot of people and connecting to the collective body, which I do through my body. I'm clairsentient, so I feel in my body. Right now my liver is channeling the collective, and it's also my liver, and I can sense the difference between those two because I'm just so used to having energy work with my clients and with groups, and what I'm sensing right now is that sharing my story is going to help the collective. And so the problem with my liver is that it has actually kind of forced me to really stop and witness my body at all times, which is great. It has helped me and helped me to learn how to truly listen, because when it happens, when I'm hurt, it's a lot. It's a lot of pain. It's not fun to have pain. So to stop and listen, and also to make choices that is not necessarily always what a part of me wants. So we talked about the power of decision, and that's very interesting because deciding something doesn't mean allowing yourself all of the wants and all of the I want to say tantrum, but I don't like that word. But basically there is what we want and what we will, like what is our free will. Like I want to do this and I don't want to do that, and I want to do this and I don't want to do that. So learning how to say I don't want that is a big thing. Learning how to say I want that is also like a big thing, because we're always used to either find excuses or say, let me get back to you on that, or just accept because society and rules and politeness. So learning how to say yes and no, depending on what our intuition is saying, that's great. But sometimes we can overdo it by saying yes and no towards what other parts of ourselves, maybe the egoic part or the immature part, are saying. And they are very loud and they can really speak. So once you actually allow themselves and stop repressing them, that's great. But sometimes it's a bit too much. And if you give in to all those willingness to do or not do, and you abide by your every whim, it's creating problems. And it would be wiser to witness and to know when to follow through. And sometimes we want this, and a part of us is like, hey, the problem is, see? And sometimes another part of us is going to be, see, the problem with doing that is that you'll satisfy that urge, but it's not going to be good for you. And I guess that's where all of those spiritual concepts of discipline apply, and learning how to listen and then choose out of all the things that will listen. And I can refer you back to the Arthurian Meditation that I created a few months ago. But anyway, the liver really feels like the true harmony and balance of what we want to do with life. And a lot of those things don't really fit the whole scope of the long term. And a lot of those things are simply not in resonance with the other goals or the other things. And sometimes we're taught that we can have it all, and sometimes we can't. And that's just a lesson that I'm sharing within this context. Please don't take it in another context. But sometimes there are things that just don't work with others, and the liver is just truly saying that, like, choose wisely. And wisely comes from wise, from wisdom. So finding that higher self, channeling your intuition that comes from the depth of your sacral, that is expressed through the throat and the thymus. And yeah, really just choosing wisely, tapping into the intuition and the instincts, but not into the reptilian brain and things that might hurt us in the long run. So sometimes we think that everything's gonna get better, that just listening is the end of the spiritual journey, like being able to really just tap into what the body is saying, but it's not the end of the story. There is more challenges, and this has been mine. Reining it in, choosing wisely, truly identify where the voices are coming from. And that's my cue to say thank you for watching. Thank you for watching, and I hope that you enjoyed this. I have a Patreon, and I have a lot of work that is not released on YouTube there, as well as the immense gratitude for your support. I'm glad that you tapped into this video, that you watched it. There's just a lot of energy frequency within that video, so be sure to ground, okay? We've elevated you, and I really want you to ground back. So if you need that, there's a whole video about that for grounding that I'm gonna put in the description. And other things that you can do is eat, come back into your body by maybe doing a few push-ups or having a shower, or just, you know, creating something that has a rapport, that has a contact point with the ground, or drinking water, eating root vegetables, visualizing roots anchoring you, or if you're an energy healer, working with your root chakra and your earth star chakra. Thank you for watching. I'm available for sessions, and take care of yourself. You've got this.